Hello, let's read this question. The Delta Airline Company travels from Los Angeles to New York with 240 passengers and a ratio of women to men of 3 to 1. How many women are traveling on the airplane? Okay, so I'm going to get started by underlining important information. Okay, in the first sentence, it is important that all the passengers are 240. Now there's a keyword here, ratio. That's very important because it means it's a group of two quantities and the same group can be repeated as many times as the situation needs. But then the two numbers increase in the same amount. Okay, now we have here women and men. So they're measuring two different things. Then I have that the ratio is 3 to 1. What do you think that 3 goes with? Women, exactly, because women came first in the sentence. And then in the sentence, men came later. So that one goes with men. Now, the question reads, how many women? Okay, so they want to know about women. How many women are traveling on the airplane? So I did circle, underline, which is highlight, and I did box. Since this question talks about ratios, I'm going to create a ratio table that helps me to record my numbers. And also, I'm going to bring a little picture of the situation. Let me bring the picture. Okay, so this is our T chart, and here we're going to record the different quantities are given. So we have women first, so I'm going to put that on the left side. And then on the right side, we're going to record men. And we're going to use the colors that we have in the sentence. For women, we use green, and for men, we use orange this time. Now we're going to record the numbers. Women goes with 3, and men goes with 1. Okay. Now, remember that they said another quantity. They said that there are 240 passengers in the airplane. So, I'm going to be adding another section to my T chart. Let me bring that additional section. Okay, so here we're going to write total. That's going to be the total of passengers. But wait a minute. This is the ratio, so that means probably in the first row of the airplane, the amount of passengers they have. And then they said it repeats in the same amount. So then really when I look at the first row, how many passengers are here? It is 4. Okay, so here that needs to be a 4. But then what they mean with the 240 is that for another group of women and men, that total will be 240. See that, guys? Okay, great. And now the question is, how many women are traveling? So now we're going to be looking for the number in here. And that number here will be all in green. And then for men, we said that goes in orange. Okay, so what this means is this group that we have here is going to keep repeating till the total in the airplane gets to this 240. Okay, so let's see just kind of how that will look like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be repeating this group. So you see, I'm going to do this. Okay, so now, please, can you tell me what's the total now? 8 passengers, great. And the number of women? 6. Okay, and I'm going to record that on the side. So the total of passengers on this group is 8, and the women is 6. Can you see that, guys? But did I already get to this 240? No, I haven't. So what if I double these two groups here? See that, guys? Okay, can you tell me now what's the total of passengers here? Well, that's 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is 16. And what about the total of women? Okay, well, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, but I haven't got to a total of 240. You see that? That's what we're trying to do. So we're going to repeat the original given group. It keeps repeating. So the same quantity that women increase, the same quantity that the original men increases. When do we stop? When we reach 240 in total. So let's look at this small example. When the total is 16 and I started with 8, what happened to this number 8? It was repeated by 2. What happened to the number of women so I could get 12? It was repeated by 2. So you see, same pattern that we have, it's applied in the whole table. Great. So now I'm going to see by what number can I multiply 4 and get a 24. I know my number is 240, but look guys, I'm just going to cover this number momentarily. I'm going to put it to 4 as this empty box here. But remember, here we have a 0. Okay? How do I go from 4 to 24? Can you please check on your multiplication chart? 4 times what gets me 24? Yes, you're right. It's 6. Awesome. Then we bring back this 0 from here to here. So I'm gonna change my number to the original number. It's not remember it wasn't 24 but 240. So hold on. Great. So the pattern that we found here is the same pattern exactly that we're gonna apply in here. Awesome. And that needs to be repeated 60 times. And we're gonna do the same thing that we did on this one here, guys. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna multiply just the 6 and the 3 first. That is 6 times 3, 18. But in reality, I didn't multiply only by 6. I multiplied by 60. So this quantity in reality will be 180. You see that, guys? Really simple? Awesome. This is method what, guys? Method 1. So I'm going to write it in here. This is method 1. Method 1 is use a ratio table, identify your quantities using labels and color coding, and if you find the pattern, apply the pattern to find the missing number. This is method 1. Now, what if I don't find a pattern? Well, then in that case, you can use method 2. And for method 2, we're gonna use what, guys? Yes, proportions. That's what we're gonna use. Okay, so now I'm gonna get rid of this little table that we used to find the pattern, just so we can have the space for the proportion. And I'm gonna get that space ready for us. Hold on, guys. Okay, so on the proportion, basically what we're gonna do, we start by identifying the ratio where we have the question mark. Remember, this is the one that we were looking for. We already figured, but still, we're gonna do like if we haven't found it. This is the one where we have the variable. This can be the X or the empty box. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And I put 3 goes with X. And remember, the quantities, they have to be the same. So if I have women here, I have women here. Great. Now I'm going to use the other ratio where I have 2 numbers. Can I use this one when we have men? We can, because we don't know this number here. But what about this one? Oh, that one we can do it because I have the 2 numbers. Awesome. So the 3 goes with the 4. Notice that? So they have to be in the same row. And then also it has to be in the same row the other quantity. And those we guys highlight them in pink. They go like this. Great. So then next step we said, first identify the 2 numbers that we can multiply, and then they have to divide by the other number that we haven't used yet. So then it means that our X will be equal to 240 that multiplies the 3, and then that's gonna be divided by the 4. Okay, so I'm gonna do the division. The fraction symbol we said is a long division symbol. Then 240 Our dividend goes inside, the divisor goes outside. And the quotient will be here. So I'm going to get started and say, can I divide 4 into 2? No, 2 is smaller than 4, so we can't divide. I need to take another digit. Now I'm going to focus on the 24. I'm going to look at my timetable chart. 4 times what is close to 24 or equal to 24? Yes, our answer should be 6. Because 6 times 4 is 24. Then we subtract 24 minus 24, that's 0. And then we bring down the other 0. So I need to record an answer for this digit. 4 times what is 0? 4 times 0. So the answer here is 60. And this 60, I got it from working out these two pink numbers. I'm going to keep it pink. I'm going to continue here. And I'm going to say, okay, so 240 divided by 4, we got a 60. And that 3, we bring it down. Excellent. This number here, I got it from here. And this number here, I got it from here. There. So now I have just to do one step operation. When we have multiples of 10, like in this case, what I can do is add this place value at the end. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on 6 and 3. 6 times 3, 18. But in reality, it wasn't a 6, but a 60. So I'm going to add a 0 right here. Great. And that means this is the value that goes here, the one that we were looking for. And I'm going to put a yellow cloud around and say this is the answer by using method 2. And notice that we got the same answer on method 1. That's great. And then we said our answer is letter D. And I want to say thank you guys. Great job.